Hi Gemini, hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we'll be doing a reading for you for the 13th of March to the 23rd of March 2023, Gemini. Gemini, also, yeah, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link for that is in the description box below. Gemini, that is literally the best way to support and help grow the channel, as where I am in the world, where I live, my region, is not supported by, what do you call it again? YouTube monetization. So the only way that I actually can gain financial support to help grow the channel is by you becoming a Patreon member the link is in the description box below, patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. And also I am offering personal readings as well at this time, and the information for that is also in the description box below. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a certain type of, wow, there's a lot of cards coming up for you, Gemini. A certain type of Celtic cross, okay, with a couple little tweaks of my own. So, yeah, let's get into the reading. So, is everything in view? Okay, great. Okay, so Gemini, for the 13th to the 23rd of March 2023, where are you coming from? What is the energy that you're currently flowing out of or flowing through into the, the dateline, the timeline of this reading? Okay, the Queen of Wands. So Gemini, clearly a majority of you, if not all of you, are operating in a strong passion at this time. So passion, whether it be with work, family, friends, relationship, it could be all of the above, but you are very focused on a project or a system that is very passionate for you. You're very kind of concentrated in this working, in this dynamic. You're focused on the process of things, you're focused on who you are in this respect, and you're focused on developing this passion to a more stable and fortuitous future. Okay, that is the energy that you're operating in and coming through, and I'm sensing that not only is this what you have been diving into and what has been dwelling on you, this whole conviction of it, I'm sensing this energy isn't just a coming through, it isn't just a past thing, this is ongoing. This is ongoing. So even though I'm looking a bit at your most recent past with the Queen of Wands, where you're at, where you're coming from, what was going on, I'm sensing that this is continuing. Okay, so you're continuing to operate in this passion, and I'm sensing with the Queen of Wands, it's so defining. This work that you're working on within your family, within your friends, within your own business or your corporation or the project or whatever it is you're involved with, it is further identifying who you are. In fact, you're using it to cultivate your identity. You want to create a signature or a brand for yourself in the midst of whatever it is that you're doing, whether that's with your reputation being known as a certain understanding, or being a new standard of being, of living, of how you would wish to be addressed and how you address the world, with your friends, your co-workers, relatives, whatever the case may be. But this is definitely a defining understanding that you're going through, Gemini, and that is something that you are cultivating. You're very excited about it, step by step that you're doing this. And that's honestly with looks and everything, Gemini. I'm sensing not only just the passion with how you're moving and how you're working, but what you're choosing to wear, where you're choosing to go, the people you decide to allow to be around you or you decide to hang out with, all of that, your whole facet of being, and you're making those changes and those distinctive actions step by step. So let's continue on, Gemini, and see what your foundation is right now, at least between the 13th and the 23rd of March. What are you standing on? What is the pillar of your support moving forward? So the pillar of support is definitely your intuition, the high priestess. You are literally going, making like your final decisions based on your heart, based on your emotional contentment, based on your empathy that you feel for others, and how that is transmuted and cooperated with who you are. Okay, Gemini, you are very grounded in your intuition, in your intuitive world, the vibrations surrounding you, that resonate with what uplifts you. If it doesn't uplift you, then you're not going to take any part of it. Even if certain things come about you where you may not entirely understand, but you have a good feeling about it, you're going to go with it. You're going to allow it an opportunity. You're going to give it a chance before you would dismiss it. Okay? If it has to be dismissed at all. But if it does not resonate with you, you're not like giving it per se the time of day. And I'm sensing that is a good place for you to be right now, Gemini. As you're developing and as you're going, because clearly you are moving through a level of passion. Passion that's a lot of heart, a lot of fire, okay? And you are allowing your intuitive nature, your psychic mind, the universe to pour into you what you need right now. You are allowing the universe to resonate with you and to guide you into areas where you believe you should be going, to guide you into what to say, how to be, who to meet, who to avoid. You are in such a nuanced understanding of your life whereby you're trusting more of your gut feeling at this time. So Gemini, let's see what your present understanding about you is during this time frame, the energies that are present around you as well, and that's with all aspects in certain respects, but we'll see what comes through. Because we have more fine-tuned energies over here, which we'll get to, but this one is like your present state of being, as it were. Okay, yes, makes perfect sense. Again, it's the Six of Cups. Again, you are you are wanting that joy, that peace, that fulfillment, that childlike wonder. You want happiness, you want progression, you want excitement in your life. Okay? You want a certain joy that almost seems out of reach. You almost seems fanciful, almost like fairy tale like, okay? And the Six of Cups is like almost like bringing in that childhood dream and childhood joy and making it a reality. That is your present state of mind, present state of being, present state of vibe, as it were, that you're going through. Your efforts are to captivate this type of energy, this dream as you've been working on, and transmuting it into the tangible physical world. Okay? That is your present understanding. That is what the vibe here is kind of constituting, kind of lifting up, kind of developing. That's what you want. You want to make your dreams a reality. It's straightforward. And I mean, that could be said with practically anybody, but but you are more so allowing those colorful feelings, as it were, to really wash over you and to really embrace it, and finding ways, again, to transmuting into reality. It's one thing about some people, they may have childlike wonder and childlike thoughts, but then they praise too much of the practicalities of what's forced upon us in life, saying that, okay, those are childlike dreams and that can never come a reality. Or if you have that childlike thing, it has to be adjusted to meet reality. You have to make it, you have to take away a bit of the childlike wonder and let's be real with the practical aspects of an adult. That is what some people would say and stuff like that. But you, at this time especially, you're saying no. You're taking all of that childlike wonder and you're saying it can become reality. It will become reality. reality. This is what my heart is longing for, and I will take nothing less. I want to be free. I want to be excited. I want to be wondered. Okay, that is what's coming across, Gemini. You are not taking anything less than your complete and utter happiness. Your dreams, your goals, you will fight tooth and nail to make them reality. That's what you want. You don't want anything less. That's what you want. Okay, that is the whole kind of vibe, present state that you're operating in with your passions and your intuition, which makes perfect sense. I mean, the cups and the fire and oh my goodness, you are just very focused in a very passionate way, Gemini. So let's see what what you need to be aware of. What are the concerns at this time you should be, aware of? Okay. Temperance. Look at that. You see that? Since Temperance is coming in sideways in your concerned position, okay, and it makes perfect sense because this is a lot, okay, already, okay, Gemini? A lot of passion, a lot of not taking anything less, but patience is coming in, Temperance is coming in saying that yes, you are transmuting your, remember we spoke about the goals transmuted into reality, your the childlike wonder. Yes, Gemini, it is happening. However, Gemini, your only concern at this time is patience, temperance. Something else is coming through. Temperance sometimes means to be tempered. Okay, so think of the fire, the sword or metal in the whole stoke, the kindle, whatever it is, the anvil and everything with the heat and the smashing and all that kind of stuff and melting it into paste. It makes it stronger. Okay, the metal becomes stronger through the pressure. Okay, so a lot of you, like I said, you're involved in a lot of work and a lot of things happening and stuff like that, and sometimes it can become pressured on you, almost like to an insane degree is what I'm sensing, and which also makes sense because the temper with the iron and the fire, that's an insane degree. If you touch it, it's hot. Okay, look at that, the Queen, fire, bam. You know what I mean? So right now, even though you are under, some of you Gemini are under levels of pressure, embrace the pressure. Understand that that pressure is there to make you better, to bring you to your childlike wonder, okay? There are some fortifications that need to happen in your life to further develop you towards your hopes and your goals, okay? Embrace the pain. As they were, if you're working out, embrace the pain. You can do it. Gemini. And in some of you, when it comes to the other understanding of temperance, whereby you have such a passion to want to go forward, but it's like, okay, everything can't happen in a day sometimes though. Sometimes it can't happen in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, a week, but at least give it a week, for the next step. Okay, so Temperance is basically saying, yes, you have a lot of fiery passions in you right now, but continue to hone those and focus those into actions and thought process that are needed for the situation or the current dynamic of the situation that's in front of you. Okay, work on that next step towards the next step. Be patient with yourself, be patient with other people around you, and be patient with the process. It's happening. Gemini, you are seeing, I sense for a lot of you, you are actually seeing the evidence of it right now, okay? Some of you, you'll soon see that evidence, okay? And some of you are very deep in the evidence. I know that's generally speaking, but I'm speaking to a lot of general Gemini right now, okay? But that's what's coming across, okay? A lot of you are in that process, okay? Allow the process to take place. And be patient with it. Understand that it's not going to happen overnight. But continue to be vigilant and you will reach those particular goals. Spirit says take a card. Oh my goodness. Gemini, look. This is this is the universe 10 of Pentacles, Gemini. This is the universe saying that what you're going through now with the tempering, with temperance, the fortification, the forge, as it were, that fire, that pressure, and having to wait on certain things is making you stronger so that you can handle the abundance that's coming through. Okay? This is coming down the line, the 10 of Pentacles. This will withstand, like, this will withstand mountains of earthquakes. This will withstand tornadoes. This will withstand tsunamis. Okay? This will withstand the test of time. Okay, Gemini? This is fortifying and building for your next generations to come. Okay? But you have to be strong enough to handle the abundance that's coming, to be prudent with the abundance that's coming, okay? To be wise, to be intellectual, to also be passionate in good ways that's relative for you, okay? With the abundance that's coming. In order for you to handle this abundance, because it is coming, you must be vigilant in your temperance in every aspect that I mentioned, okay? Gemini, I hope you're hearing that. So that's a wonderful vindication, I guess, a wonderful acknowledgement of your efforts, okay? Your efforts are not going to go in vain, okay, Gemini? Your patience will be rewarded. Your actions of worth and action and thought and wisdom, all those things that's coming together, okay, that you're giving a chance to cultivate and grow with you, going through the process, it's going to manifest the abundance that you are seeking, that you're working towards. Don't give up, okay? Do not become complacent in well-doing, Gemini. Give me 1 second because I'm getting dehydrated. I need to drink some water. Okay. Gemini, so now, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what is inside you right now, which you're not showing everybody. This is like your conscious internal machinations. Okay, Gemini? This is what everybody else does not see, but you know about yourself. Okay? Woo, look at that. The 4 of Pentacles. So, inside yourself, you are, majority of you are definitely thinking about the long term, and that's good. 4 of Pentacles. You're thinking about savings. You're thinking about investments. You're thinking about how practically and wise you can use your time, your resources, your connections. Okay? You're thinking about also fortifying yourself. I'm sensing for a lot of you, engaging into extracurricular activities, engaging into extra hobbies that will facilitate those dreams and those goals you're going after. Some of you may want to consider learning another language, is coming across for some of you for some reason. Okay, some of you may want to consider learning another language. Some of you may want to invest further in your health. And I'm sensing not just in your, like, the gym membership or something like that, but in spa dynamics, relaxation, massages, certain things that your body needs, and also your food. Okay, I'm sensing for some of you, you need to invest into higher levels of nutritious food. Okay, I'm sensing that, yes, it's good to hold back on certain resources because you want to be prudent and mindful with how your resources are going about at this time. When it comes to, the whole going through the process that you're in, you don't know what could happen. However, Spirit is saying for some of you, you're holding too much back on your nutrition and it's going to harm you, okay? Because you may get a bit lethargic or something like that, lacking certain energies, but you cannot hold back too much, at least on nutritious elements. You need your nutrition, Gemini. That's for some of you, okay? But for the majority of you, this is what's in your mind. You're being a bit more cautious with how you spend your money, how you spend your time, who's around you, who you are investing into, what you're investing in, okay? This is what's in your mind. However, I'm also sensing that even though this is in your mind, no one else can see this, that you're having a keen eye of discernment. I sense a lot of other people may be looking at you as a bit more happy-go-lucky, very open. However, they are not aware that even though on the surface you may give an open impression, okay, almost like a childlike wonder is what's coming through, okay, but inside you are expressing vigilance within yourself. But it's like when you make certain decisions, when you say certain things, you come across in a way where it does not give that vibe of shrewdness, because you keep it a bit lighthearted, which is good. I think it's a nice thing. You don't need to place certain pressures on other people. This is your internal pressure on yourself to be a bit more mindful with your day-to-days. Okay? So that's what's happening in you personally. Okay? And the universe is saying that's a great mindset to have. Because with all this passion as well and the childlike wonder, there still needs to be a sense of balance. Okay? Because you still currently live, well, in a practical type physical world. Okay? So, this card right here, we're going to look at your deeper subconscious, what you may not be aware of at all. Okay? This is your deeper subconscious that can also, I sense, can be connected to the spirit realm as well, because there's a lot of vibrative energies are here. But we'll see what comes through. This is your deeper subconscious. Whoa, look at that. So your deeper subconscious, one of the major driving forces, which you may not even be aware of, what's coming through the 10 of Swords. I said some of you, well, this could be for anybody technically, but a lot of you have certain extreme traumas that, yes, a lot of you have healed from, or at least come to a place where you can move on. Okay, but the sting might still be there a bit. A lot of your driving force is coming from this place of trauma, whereby it's like you will never go hungry again, or you will never encompass your world with the delegations of someone else, like living someone else's dream or having someone else control you, or you will never allow yourself to be around certain people who attribute these qualities again, because you will never be backstabbed again, thrown under the bus. You will never be abused again. You will never have a lack again. These are extremes that's really driving your focus, your passion towards better. And this is for a lot of you, I sense. But certain levels of the subconscious may no longer be aware in you right now, Gemini. It's almost like sometimes you wonder why. You know how sometimes, when you leave the house or something like that, and you lock the door, and then for some reason, before you take 2 steps, your hand goes back to jiggle the knob, to just make sure that it's locked. And some of you may have come from, this is an example, whereby, you may have grown up in an area or a place where certain people didn't respect privacy, or there was a break-in or something like that, and it hit you so hard that you just made sure all the locks were always on. Okay? And you may have forgotten certain aspects of whatever that trauma is that causes that subconscious thing where your hand just reaches back just to jiggle the knob. You don't even think about it, you just jiggle the knob again, But that's what some of the 10 of Swords is sitting. So for some of you, I'm sensing that this subconscious is also saying that eventually some of you will need to address this trauma, because there could be triggering events later on in your life as you get more accomplished that could cause a shakeup. Okay? And I don't sense a shakeup with everyone else per se. It could leak into the practical world, but it could be afflicting you with levels of paranoia or a certain intrepidation of yourself or something like that, where you may need to dive deep to see where this is coming from and heal it. And that's for just a handful of you, okay? But for the majority of you, the subconscious is basically saying you really want better, and you are tired of certain pains of living. You are tired of certain aspects you have to fight through, and your subconscious is bringing those things to the surface, where when you get tired, when you get complacent, when you feel like not getting up in the morning or something like that, your subconscious, bam, hits you right in the face and say, no, remember this, remember that, no more, never again, we're not going back there. Get up, get moving, get it done. Okay? So your subconscious is one of those fueling engines that continues to help you get going. Okay? You may not even sometimes recognize the signature of it. You just recognize the pull of it, if that makes any sense. Okay? So that is what your subconscious is saying. The 10 of Swords, getting out of that pain and frustration of life, never wanting to go back. Okay? So let's see what your future is looking like in the whole aspect of, at least generally speaking, with the 13th to the 23rd Gemini. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You, the Four of Cups, again with the passions. You've been there, done that with these a couple other cups, and being tried and tried and tried and trying to get where you need to be. And certain things didn't work, certain things slowed down, certain things did not produce, okay? But it did not stop you from doing what you need to do. And I'm sensing in the future aspect of all of this, you are just like diligently going out there, diligently doing what you need to do. And you are hoping, you are keeping optimistic views that the universe will then meet you with the hand of God, basically, the hand of the universe, the divine, bringing you your what do you call it? I guess one could say your reward, or giving you the strength, giving you the essence of why you are drudging, like going along, going through the motions and the formats and elevating yourself and working and toiling and stuff like that. You're hoping like for your big break. You know what I mean? You're hoping that your work is not going to be in vain. You're hoping that these previous cups where they disappointed you in the past, like this new cycle that you're on, this next push that you're doing will not disappoint. Okay, that's with the passions and the cups and all that kind of stuff right here. Your future aspect is showing in this dynamic that yes, it will produce the fruit. Yes, there will be a door opening. Yes, there will be a window opening. Yes, you will be handed a divine opportunity. Yes, you will be elevated in what you're dealing with. Yes, what you're hoping for is going to come for your choice in the matter, so you can make the best decision possible for you. Yes, you will be fulfilled with that passionate drive to continue on and not give up. You will be filled, yes, with strength. You will be filled, yes, with purpose. Okay? You will be filled with, yes, a certain uplifted awareness. That's what's coming through with the Four of Cups. Gemini, it's coming. It's happening right now for some of you. You are being slowly filled. Okay? Doors are I'm sensing doors are being kind of there's a certain pressure. Doors are being kind of lit up by your essence. Some of you are currently being filled with this divine cup, the Ace of Cups right here, basically. Okay? And it's causing that change, that vibration, that powerful energy, that exuberance of life, that fiery element of who you are that's coming through right now. And it's hitting doors. And it's allowing people and other people in organizations, whatever it is, to feel your essence, to want to open the door and see, who is that? Well, that's Gemini. You understand? So some of you are actually being filled right now. Okay? So doors are opening for you. Your work is not going to be in vain. Spirit says, take a card. Yeah, look at that. The Hermit. Continue to focus on yourself. Continue to focus on your inner world, especially. Continue to trust your discernment. Continue to trust your wisdom. Continue to trust your intuition. That's literally what your foundation is, the High Priestess. Okay? And then you get the Hermit. While you're doing the work that you're doing, while you're waiting for those openings, those doors, those continuations, it's coming. Continue to be faithful in who you are, your authentic self. Do what you believe is best, despite what other people would basically contradict. Okay? You are bringing the new. Okay? You are bringing the better, Gemini. Okay? You are bringing the better. Okay? So, let's continue on. Gemini, let's see. You have two cards here. Let's see. That's hilarious. Two cards, because you're Gemini, twins. So, Gemini, these cards right here are going to reveal what you show to the outer world, your external world, what people see, okay? Certain levels of vibes that's happening, but what is seen upon you, your countenance, as it were, what people, are introduced to when they see you at this time. Woo! Look at that. Oh my God, this couldn't be any more... Gemini, this could be any more oxymoronic, conflicting. As like on one side, They see this jubilant, very happy and expressive person, full of passion, full of play, just, happy go lucky, the Three of Cups, just, just into the world. Let's just go, let's have adventure. And then they see the Eight of Swords. Very like concerned, certain levels of worry, certain levels of overthinking, very critical. like just serious. And I'm sensing, Gemini, that it's good. It's good that these two parts happen because you know what's coming across? This is in relation to the time of day. This is in relation, again, I'll say it, to the time of day. You are so extreme with two sides of yourself, whereby when work is over and it's time to play, you are the best kid on the planet. Okay? And you have a lot of people, certain people, especially the few people in your life who will help you relax when it needs time to relax and enjoy life, experience it, and kind of put energy back into you, as you've exhausted it sometimes through the pressures of the day. And then when it's time for work, you are down to business. You are not playing any games. When it's work time, it's work time. And it's like you say, I will not go back to this ten of swords right here. Okay? So when it's work time, Eight of Swords, it's work time. But in this sense, there's a lot of certain burdens I'm sensing with the Eight of Swords, whereby you have taken on a little bit more than is necessary. But that's because you're coming into you're trying to be a bit more perfectionistic, I'm sensing, okay, like a perfectionist, and not just for yourself, but towards other people as well. I sense some of you may also entreat or help others, take on other people's burdens as well in a certain respect, just to make sure that holistically everything is performing at up peak proficiency, okay? But Spirit is saying, try not to overexert yourself. Okay, because these change and these blindfolds and these kneeling downs or whatever it is, try not to overexert yourself. Okay, try not to take on too much responsibility that isn't even yours. You actually have enough on your plate, Gemini. Okay, but people they see you as someone who's sturdy, who they can confide in, who is capable of helping them. Okay. But try to help ease them into further encompassing their own responsibilities before you get overtaken, because you don't want it to affect your personal agenda. Okay, that's the advice that's coming through here on the Eight of Swords. So when it's time to take a break, you're like one of the best. You know exactly how to take a break. That's great. Since for some of you definitely need more spa. I sense a spa type dynamic here. And then when it's time for work, you know how to work, but try not to overburden yourself. Okay. So Gemini, let's see this card right here. We're going to see the energies that are circling around you with the lifestyle or the people around you. What is the vibe of the people around you as it gives and takes, reflects upon your life? It could be your living environment, it could be your work environment, your social environment, it could even be your country, whatever the case may be. What is the main circling energy that's not necessarily you, but everybody else, okay? Look at that. So I sense for a lot of you, and this is quite interesting, where you're at, there is a transition, okay? Whatever the case may be, it seems that many people around you are also trying to find themselves. They're trying to find, some of them are trying to really figure you out as well, okay? They see two sides. Oh yeah, there it is. Two of Cups, two sides of you. One is work, one is play, okay? So some people around you, they're trying to figure you out. They can't fully figure you out just yet, but they know that you are glowing, okay? And in some of them, you make them question themselves. okay? Which kind of causes them to try to figure themselves out. Okay? You, like I said, you're a certain fire. You're pulsing with energy, and it affects your surroundings. It really does, Gemini. Okay? You uplift people in such a brilliant way that is both that is both serious and not serious at the same time. Just depends on the time of day, basically. Okay? But you help bring a level of enlightenment inadvertently to other people. I don't even think some of you are aware of this. Okay, but this is the energies that's surrounding you. A lot of people are still trying to figure themselves out. Perhaps they're going into a new thing. You're involved in that new thing, and everybody's trying to figure out their station. Trying to figure out how best to do their responsibilities. You may be involved in something very new, Gemini. Okay, and everybody else around you is also involved in you. Maybe there's a new protocol at work. Maybe there's a new project that you and the team is working on. Maybe you just got introduced to a new team yourself, and everybody is like new to you, and they have to figure out your vibe and how it affects everything else around there. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just a lot of new things happening per se, and mindsets that are being adjusted and being elevated at this time around you. So with that, I would say be patient again with yourself and everyone else, because everybody's trying to harmonize at this time. I think that's the best way to put it. Everybody's trying to harmonize right now. Okay, so let's see what your hopes and fears are, Gemini. What are your hopes and fears, at least between the 13th and the 23rd of March? Woo, look at that. Again with the passion. Again, Gemini, you are just focused on this passionate new beginning, the Page of Cups. Your hopes and fears is that, one, you don't spill the cup. Gemini, you want to. Okay, let's talk about your fear first. Your fear is that in the motion of this prestige, of this countenance of support and sophistication of a sort, of this nature of carrying your cup, of offering your love and support to others, as well as holding the love and support for yourself to move forward with diligence and perseverance. You are just hoping to keep a certain look of yourself, not to cause a certain childlike wonder of yourself to spill over when it's not time for that time. Okay, you want to hold the focus on the mentality that you need to regarding the situation. You don't want to confuse scenarios to cause a kilter or a kerfuffle, okay, as it were. You really want to keep your passions under control is really what's coming across. That's your fear. Because you can be very excitable is what's coming across. You can be very even lovingly passionate. But it's like you really don't want to also read the wrong signs of the room, as it were, okay? And your hopes, hold on, I really need some water. Sorry, Gemini. It's a lot of talk. I get dehydrated. So Gemini, and your hopes are that this love affair for yourself and other people and the situation that you're in is cultivated. I'm sensing a focusing energy. I'm sensing like a very dense energy in this cup. It's like a very dense fluid. So I'm sensing that's your hope, that your root system goes deep, extremely deep, and that it produces a tree that withstands the test of time, that is extremely strong, that the trunk is very thick, that the branches are very wide spreading, that the leaves and the fruits and everything are very nutritious. You want to be positively impactful. Okay, you want to be able, I sense you want to also help nurture and develop anything that you are around or involved in. You want a certain level of reputation. That is your hopes. Okay, you want to be fulfilled and be almost like a light in the world, as it were. You want to be a certain pillar. You want to enjoy the wind, enjoy the sun, enjoy the grass. This tree that you want rooted deeply, you want to be in a very fertile garden. Okay, that is your hope, and that's what you're working on. Very deep, very thick. Spirit say, take a card. Yeah, look at that. The 5 of Wands. You realize that even though you want this deepness, it could be a struggle. Okay, it could be a struggle. And these are struggles within yourself, and that can go for anybody, of course. Life isn't just, sunshine and rainbows sometimes, There's a struggle internally sometimes, which we just spoke of with your affairs, like hoping to keep your passions together, okay? There's a struggle with certain people who may not necessarily see your vision, and you have to be diplomatic, okay? But in order to get this deepness, sometimes you will have to speak up, Gemini, and you will have to fight. Or some of you will have to really put that extra effort in, okay? That extra study in, okay? That early rise in, I'm sensing. Spirit say, take a card. Yeah, look at that. And some of you, you will have a significant support that is helping you along with the lovers. Some of you are in relationships especially, okay? You will be supported, okay? But also, what I'm sensing as well as this is coming through, that hope towards what you want, it's also involving to share that like fertile ground with someone or some people or a combination, okay? But that will be attracted to you. In your strength, in your growth, the lovers will be attracted to you, okay? Like I told you, Gemini, you're pulsing with a very strong mannerism at this time. Everybody's feeling it, okay? Your discernment and your intuition is definitely going to help you through your fears and your hopes, okay? So trust yourself. That's one thing that's definitely coming across. Trust yourself, Gemini. Trust yourself. Make sure this is still in frame. I'll put this down here. It's still in frame? Okay, good. Okay, so now here we're going to see the outcome of everything. And again, 2 cards. Oh my goodness, Gemini. So what is the outcome of all of this for the 13th to the 23rd of March 2023? What is the understanding of the outcome of all of these efforts and moving on? Wow, look at that. Okay, the outcome is, yes, your ships are coming in, Gemini. Be patient. Again, with the temperance down here, you're getting it here again. The 3 of Wands. This guy right here, he has his wands. He has his experience, his abilities, his learnings, okay? But he has to be patient as the ship is coming in. You see that? That's the goal, okay? That is that is what's happening right here. So your ships are coming in, Gemini. Continue to be patient and continue the steady course, okay? And the outcome is also the justice, okay? Karma, good karma, especially from the past, okay, is coming into play. The scales are being balanced in your life, and the angels are working behind the scenes on your behalf. That's why you're being asked to continue being vigilant with your good works, okay? Because that ship is being guided by justice, okay? Good karma is coming your way. You will have abundance. You will have freedom. You will find, I sense for some of you, you will find your sense of purpose, okay? You will. Okay, Gemini, be patient, continue the vigilance in your course. So, now let's see what the angel message is. This will be the angel message. This is the angel clarifier, okay? For the whole angelic understanding what's happening through all of this, that extra bonus type message, okay? So, angel message. Yes. Look at that, the Ace of Swords. And we got that. We already got that. You're working. Okay, this is not just a battle, this is a war, as it were, but a good war, okay, for you. You are not giving up. The divine sees your great efforts, and it's coming through equally and beyond, okay? The universe is fighting on your behalf to help you in every aspect that you're working towards. It's giving you the strength. It's opening up the doors for you to speak to the right people at the right time, okay? It's bringing across messages in unforeseen places. Maybe you've been watching an anime, okay? And one of the antagonists or the heroes or something like that says one thing and it just gives you the spark of whatever to say, you know what, that could be applied to this, and I really should try it. Okay, the Ace of Swords is coming through with someone who is vigilant, someone who has been working and getting through the fire towards victory. Okay, and the universe is definitely helping you at this time with a lot of strength. That is the angel message, giving you strength, vindication, and the courage to do what needs to be done. Okay, and the clarification, oh my gosh, again, this makes perfect sense. The Ace of Wands, Gemini, the Ace of Wands. So not only are you getting the vindication of the straight, this is Gemini straight up. You have the air element and you have the fire element, that whole, when like air and fire, that is strong. Okay, that is bam, bring the explosion, that bam, it's crazy. Okay, you start off with the Queen of Wands right here with that. I mean, listen, Gemini. So if you're getting the intelligence and the wisdom and the fortitude to get things done, the Ace of Wands is coming in. Your passion is super immense. Like I said it, that fire is pulsing. Okay, the Ace of Wands is giving you that know-how to put your hands on whatever circumstance that you need to put your hands on, and doing it so divinely, so effortlessly, so kind of like savant in what you do. Okay, the passion that you're being filled with each morning, each night, whatever the case may be for you, is really driving you further into going above and beyond. Okay, the doors are being flung open for you. Okay, there is a lot of passion and energy that is going to be building up. Your reputation is going to be advancing as well, I see here. Okay, there's a lot of opportunities coming your way, especially with the Ace of Wands, to really be in the know, in the motions of things. Okay, Gemini, this is the angel message and the angel clarified. This is the energy of the universe endowed into you at this time and moving on. Okay, not just for the 13th to the 23rd. I sense this is going way beyond that, but this is really helping to fortify and build you up and push you along. Okay, this is happening. It's something great, actually. It's so cool. Okay. So Gemini, I really do hope that this has helped you, encouraged you, given you some guidance and all the kind of good stuff. This is so exciting. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member. That is the best way to support the growth of the channel. And you can find the link for that in the description box below, which is patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. And also remember, I am offering personal readings at this time, and the information for that is also in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Gemini. You got this. Bye.